Through the end zone for a touchback. This is Bilal Powell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Gone! Detroit!
To throw on second down is Darnold. And it's complete. The tight end, Deion Sims. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. First down, it's Darnold. A little dump off for Corral. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 more there and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. From the 50, it's Darnold. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he hits Jermaine Kearse. And some room to work. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jermaine Kearse. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Myers connects on the PAT. And it's now 14-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Check 15, check 15.
Working out of the gun, Mariota throwing the out route incomplete. That's Davis. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Okay, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
3, 3, 3. Ready.
Dion Lewis, the first carry for the expatriate. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
1, 1. Set. Blue 80.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And Davis has it over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Set. Blue 18.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Rashard Matthews, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Set. 180. 58, boys. 58.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Lewis has the first down and then some. Throw left side complete. That's Lewis. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, Mariota. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll throw again. Mariota. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a first carry for the former Cleveland Brown, Isaiah Crowell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made by Brian Orakpo.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Crowell. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's get it. All right, here we go. 319.
They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stump that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Spinning past him. Oh, now he bowls him over. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mariota. And he hits his target. This is Luke Stocker. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Now Lewis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Flush to his right. That one goes for 36 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Off the toss, Lewis. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Dion Lewis, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. Santos for the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jets. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They begin with a run by Crowell. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. On the crossing route, complete. That's Sims. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A first down carry now for Crowell. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sims. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Watch it now, Barney!
Now a handoff to Crowell. And now running right through it. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
All right, here we go. 319! 319!
On the counter, it's Crowell. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. The pitch to Crowell. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Here's a give to Crowell. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. 319!
Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Darnold from the gun. Complete outright to Kurz. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Play fake. Mariota. That's brought in by Davis over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They run. This is Lewis. Nathan Shepard in there to make the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now a second down throw for Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw is Mariota. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
First down, Mariota. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Mariota now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Right there. Here we go. 3.
Now they'll run with Lewis. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Mariota now on 2nd down. And Davis with it left side. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Throwing is Mariota. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Andre Roberts now to return it. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Here's Darnold. Pryor has it complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Darnold. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. Shedding through the defense. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Mariota now to throw on first down. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. second down. Mariota being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And Matthews has it right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mariota now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque right there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Now Mariota. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. As his guys are in for 6. And the Titans are able to strike for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This is a Titans crew that did not attempt a single two-point conversion all of last season, but they're going here. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Flushed out right. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play and give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play, and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Second down, Darnold. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. The Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And that goes as a gain of 37 on third down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Brian Orakpo in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now it's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. This is Crowell on the catch. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
They go play action here on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They go back to the ground now with Crowell. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here we go! 3-19!
3rd and 2, Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the 1st down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And Myers able to knock it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw Mariota. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Ardarius Stewart now on the return. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, the 20, 10, and it's a touchdown for the Jets. In for the score. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Crowell's going to try and run for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans getting set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They start the drive on the ground with Lewis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Back now in Nashville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. a second down throw for Mariota. Flush to his right. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the gun, Mariota. Steps away to his left. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Darnold down to throw. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A handoff, rolling left, Corral. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Darnold from the gun. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
It came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll start off with a give to Lewis. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Mariota. Throw left side complete. It's Taylor. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Mariota now from the 50. Escaping the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Avery Williamson able to drop him for a loss of 4. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Mariota to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. The New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A first down throw. Darnold complete outright to Kurz. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Running left is Crowell. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
To throw on second down is Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He was looking for Enunwa there. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now. But later, when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
This is Lewis. Touchdown, Titans! Dion Lewis with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that might be Titan football. It is. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, you got 3 down. 3. Set. Line, get it. 58,
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they'll go on the ground. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Mariota. Caught right side, Davis. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And give him a gain of 37. So probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
3.
On first down, Murray. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They go with Murray again. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Titans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
New York set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll toss it to Crowell. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Jets on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Now a desperation throw, deep depth, and got his man complete. 20, 10, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And the Titans are going to come up with it. And that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Gabbert down to a knee, and that'll do it. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Titans, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Money back.